Cancer, welcome back. So here we are, June readings, June 2021. Let's see what's potentially up ahead for you over the next couple weeks. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I am Simone, the Moon Goddess. Thank you for being here. Let's get into your reading, Cancer. And I cut the deck, and the Ace of Cups is here. Water, water, water. So we connected. Remember, these are general messages, however. All right, so this may or may not resonate. I tend to read very specific messages, so it may or may not be your message this time around. All right, I have a sale going on right now for readings, 25% off, as we celebrate this summer solstice in a couple weeks time on the 21st. So if you are divinely led to connect with me for a personal reading, 25% off. The discount code, it will be down in the description box below. All right, so let's get into it. Spirit guides. First, we give thanks to the Most High. I give thanks to my benevolent, elevated, ascended ancestors. I give thanks to my spirit guides, and I ask my guides to assist me in channeling messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you have other Cancer placements, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and you feel as if the message resonates, well, awesome. And remember, check your other signs. May all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. Ashe, amen, so it is. It's wise to check if you know your rising sign, that's the first one to check, because that's what's happening in your physical world. All right, if you don't know your rising, that's all right. Stick to the placements you do know, your sun, your moon. Let's start, Cancer. Spirit guys, assist me in channeling a nice clear message for Cancer. What do they need to know for the upcoming weeks? What's happening in June for Cancer, Spirit guys? You know what? It's the same cards. The same cards. When I was shuffling and the cards they started to come apart, I felt as if I was thinking to myself, ooh, there's something going on with Cancer. It feels quite aggressive. The way how the cards popped out and were starting to fall apart. It felt quite aggressive. First card is the Five of Swords. All right, so either you feel like there's some kind of conflict, either you feel like you're defending yourself or somebody's defending themselves, however it works. It's a general message. Here is your Ace of Cups again. First card on this pile. I think it's about 4 or 5 cards that come out together. Ace of Cups, the Fool. You have the Eight of Cups, the Justice card, and the High Priestess. Cancer. What is this? And, for a while now, I felt as if there's been some kind of situation going on with Cancer where it seems to be like some sort of conflict, like somebody coming at y'all funny. This is 6 cards have come out for you. 5 together, so it's interesting these came out together with the Ace of Cups at the top and the Justice and the High Priestess card at the end. And the conflict has come out by itself. Now 5 is the number of transition and change. So 5 cards here by itself, 5 of Swords, first card. That's very interesting. So whatever conflict has happened or is happening or you're dealing with, and you contemplating moving, changing, walking away, you want a new start, you want to heal, you want to release, there's lots of emotion here. Know that, don't trust your intuition. Your spirit is calling you to move away, move forward, change, however that resonates for you. But then you start to worry, then you start to look at you, the Eight of Cups, wanting to walk away, but you're also looking at this Fool like, I don't know. I want this change. I want this healing. I want to feel good again. I want love to flow for me again. But I know this situation. Notice the bright yellow in the middle, the beginning. Wow, I haven't even looked at your supporting cards yet. Your message is so clear. And what's beautiful is that justice will be served here. Trust your intuition. See beyond. There's something that's coming to the forefront, that's coming to the light. You're going to get some information that's been hidden. All right, maybe you will stumble across some kind of contract, some kind of letter, some kind of paperwork. Maybe you're going after some kind of paperwork. For some of you, it might be a divorce that you're working on, or it might be some kind of child support document or something, adoption papers, something here that is going to give you the ammunition to make your move, to close down this sense of conflict. You have the Seven of Pentacles here at the top. I'm telling you, y'all like everything this person says or does, you adding it up, subtracting, you ain't just seeing it at face value. You digging deep. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's just about timing, making your move, your change, making your decision based on divine timing. You have the King of Cups here at the bottom right now. All right, so it's like getting your emotions together, but at the same time you feel trapped in some way, but you know what you really desire, and it's just going back and forth. At the heart of the matter for you is the Six of Wands. Lovely, 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 lovely. So your guides are supporting you. Wow, look at that. Underneath it is the Ace of Swords. Cancer, and the Five of Wands is on the other side of that Six of Wands. Look at this, striking a match. Your guides, it feels like your guides are shouting at you to pay attention to something here. And also they are supporting you. They're supporting you. They're like, just trust the process. Let this, the time is coming. The wheel is turning. What goes up goes down. What goes down comes up. So whoever coming at you and trying to trip you up, at some point that energy is going to come right back at them. When you feel you're down, at some point you will be up. It won't always be like this, Cancer. Wow, y'all are highly intuitive, a highly intuitive sign. Trust what you feel, what you know. Trust your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Journal those dreams. When you feel weird energy, when people start to say certain things or come into your space, or you go into a certain space and you feel off, trust that. There's a lot of pointing fingers here as well. Pointing. Victim blaming, maybe. Somebody not wanting to take responsibility. Now remember, this is general, so this can go either way. Either you or this other person, however it resonates. You're the one that is defending yourself, or somebody's defending themselves. This is about to change though. A whole spiritual awakening happening. You see how aggressive your cards are coming out. Wow. And it's 4 cards now. Two reverse cards. Okay. Wow. You got the 4 cups and the star. 4 cups came out by itself. The star came out by itself. You see this heavy energy. The thing is that this situation might feel that way, but it's showing you something. Is taking you, if we can only find the gift in our hardships, our challenges. If you look up and notice the sun on your face. Notice what's around you. Notice what is being presented to you. What you're being shown. What are you being shown? This could be connected to groups of people, networks. Maybe it's people that you connect with, colleagues, friends, a friend group, people that you think support you, but it feels quite heavy. Hang on, let me shift these cards so I can get, because y'all had a whole bunch of cards coming out at once. You're about to come out on top, don't worry. That's what I feel. It won't always be like this. Could be an Aquarius supporting you as well, or showing you. Maybe they're the ones that's showing you. Pay attention, you know. They're the messenger. My candle went out. Then you have the Empress and the Nine of Wands, and they both came out reverse. These two came out together. The Empress reverse, the Nine of Wands reverse. So there's a feminine energy that's quite heavy around you. Now, the Empress came out reverse for Aries reading. So y'all connected to an Aries. The Empress reverse and the Nine of Wands reverse. It's time to free yourself from whoever this energy is. It could be a feminine energy, a mother, a matriarch. Doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a feminine energy. Feminine. Could be a creative, but somebody who's maybe codependent or just very emotional. There might be a person who's very much about money, materials, very materialistic type of energy. Maybe overbearing, dominant, very domineering. Wow. Yeah, it's time to free yourself from this. Four of Wands, a Chariot, and the Strength card. You got your card here at the top, the Chariot. I saw the Four of Wands and the Strength card. Changes here. The eclipses are going to shift this out. What's their final message? Y'all's cards, the way how y'all's cards coming out, very different to how the other cards have been. For the other Chariot is here. Let's see what's this card. The Queen of Wands and the Magician. Now, are you the Queen of Wands? Yes, I think it is. It's you. Fire, fire, fire. There's a fire within you now. You've had enough. Taking action. You're taking action. There's a confidence about you. This is a mature, there's a, how to put it, it's a very, it's not rage, but it's enough is enough. I am actually very powerful, and I am going to take the reins now. It's my time. Reclaiming my time. It's my time. Calling in the angelic support and your guides, your ancestors, and y'all getting shit done. It's time to change this up. The Magician as well. So I don't know, y'all directing some energies, maybe speaking, praying. Don't put anybody in a jar. I keep hearing putting somebody in a jar. There's no. It's wasted energy, really. Karma is always, you know, like the Justice card is here, right? So the scales will always be balanced. The scales will always be balanced. Let's see. The Chariot, the Nine of Pentacles, and here's the Emperor. You got the Empress reverse and the Emperor. Wow. Very much standing in your own power. Reclaiming your time. Let me get one of these angel answers cards. Keep it simple for Cancer, please. Compromise is at the bottom of the deck. The scales again. You have the scales for justice. This is the second time that this combination has come out for this set of readings I've been doing for June. Give me one more card. Give me one card. Give me two cards for Cancer, please, Spirit Guide. Can I have... Y'all's cards are jumping. Cancer, I know y'all ain't gonna want to hear this. You have romance and no with an exclamation point. Wow. Romance, no, exclamation point. You have forgiveness at the bottom. All right, forgiveness. I don't know who y'all forgiving. Forgiveness. Listen to your intuition, right? The High Priestess. At the heart is let go. Let go. Now, the thing is, a year from now, let go. And yes, A year from now, let go. And yes, now the thing is, even though you forgive somebody, more or less, when we forgive people, we're doing so for our own liberation, not necessarily for somebody else. You know, it's to free ourselves, forgiving ourselves as well for the part that we might have played within the whole story. Let's see. Let me get a love card and see what else comes out for y'all. What's the message for Cancer? The way how y'all's cards just jumping. Wow. Okay, give me one more, please. You have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Wow. And sometimes you got to pay attention to your own red flags. You know, where are you falling in? What's your part in this? Right? Are your boundaries set? Have you stated your boundaries? Have you spoken out? Have you been assertive? Have you been honest and letting people know, well, no, you got me effed up right now? You know, it's all of these things. Like, it's not just the person, it's not just the other person, but pay attention to all the red flags involved in the connection. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. It's your second card. So, you know, it's paying attention to the triggers and comfort zones and all that. You have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So that's understandable, you know, and children are involved in situations is not the easiest. You got to take them into consideration, but also, as people say, I don't have children myself, but, you know, people say children pick up when there's animosity or heaviness in an environment, and sometimes that could be worse than, you know, being within that environment could be worse than actually leaving it and them having to readjust to the difference in an environment, right? To the change. But I can imagine it's not the easiest when children are involved to make any kind of decision, right? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Is here. And at the heart is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. There we go. I told you you have a support team. You got support around you. 6 of Wands. So whether it's your guides, your ancestors, friends, reach out. Also ask your angels to support you. Ask your ancestors to support you. Right? It's not just who we can see. It's also their spirit team that's around you. All right, let me get 1 or 2 or 3 new cards, however many come up for you. And then we will wrap up your reading, Cancer. If this message is supporting you in any way, give me a thumbs up. And also feel free to share what's happening. If you feel, you know, drop a comment and let me know if this is resonating. All throughout this reading, your cards have been jumping. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. So there was asking, are you being open and honest and vulnerable and showing what's actually going on inside your heart? Even when it comes to friends, like, do people, do your nearest and dearest know what's happening here? This sense of feeling attacked. Don't let your past, so these 3 came out together. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. You have be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Y'all are a cardinal sign. This is the second time this card has come out for cardinal sign. It actually came out for Aries as well. So you and Aries share a very similar card pattern or story here. Perhaps go watch Aries reading, or maybe y'all have Aries, strong Aries placements of some sort. Your 4th card is your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. All right, so Taurus is also the Empress. That's Venus energy. So it's Taurus and Libra energy. Whatever plans, steps you're taking to put yourself in a more healthy environment, a more healthy job, a more healthy home, whatever that is, more healthy friendship, network, group, relationship, like take the steps, make practical steps towards that sense of peace that you're dreaming about, that you're yearning for. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I'm sure this came up for Aries. This came up for one of the signs I did today. It might have been Aries, you know. The energy is gaining momentum. I'm sure these are the same cards that came up for Aries. And at the heart is don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Wow, Cancer. Deep. You're very close to achieving your goal. A new romantic cycle begins. Or maybe it was Libra. Don't let pride get in your way. You're very close to achieving your goal. A new romantic cycle begins. So, gibbous moon, full moon in Leo, new moon in Libra. Okay, so on your side. Wow, Cancer, that was deep. That was deep. That's your reading. I hope these messages have supported you. Let's close it off. Wow, I pray that this is resolved, that y'all feel a lot more peaceful, and that, you know, you're able to get out of this environment, whatever that is. All right, if you are feeling elevated and feeling assisted with this reading and you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing. That will be a massive help for me and my channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate my subscribers as well. And much love to you, Cancer, until your next reading. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.